Welcome to this.podcast, the dopest podcast experience in Denver. I'm your friendly host, Jay, joined by my friends. We got Co.
Man, what we talking about?
And then we got Uncle Damo.
Hi, my name is Uncle Damo.
Holler.
Hey, man. Shout out to the beautiful Lawrence and Larimer for providing the space. You could catch them at 3225 East Colfax, or you can go to lawrenceandlarimer.com and cop your latest merch. It's a lifestyle. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Shout out to
our promo code.
Promo code. This
90% off.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what their promotion code should be?
What's that?
Not big and tall. Cool.
Yeah, I'm on you today. Shout out to the live audience. We got a live audience in the building. Where y'all at?
Hey.
Where y'all at? Yeah, you can hear them in the background. We got a mic for y'all, so y'all can ask some questions later on in the show. And yeah, I want to start shouting them out. We got Ahmad here. We got Jason. We got Erica. And we got, I'm sorry, young lady, I didn't meet you. Aaliyah. Thanks for coming through. We appreciate everything you do. And JC, we love you, man. We love you. Yeah,
he always does this. He always does this, man. He always does this shit.
Hey, but let's give another shout out to Erica. Because last night we had a meeting. We said, hey, come check out the vibe.
Absolutely. And she showed up.
Who shows up?
Erica.
Man,
well, y'all think y'all cousins. That's what you found out last night, right?
It runs deep, man. It's pretty close.
Man, I see who got the looks because Erica.
Clearly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Damien makes beautiful daughters.
I do.
Man. He does.
He
so
does.
Maybe that's the connection, man.
Just all the women in the family.
Yeah, the women
look
good.
And then the men have them hard features looking like
shit.
Like in the middle of South Carolina.
Like you done been through it a couple times.
Working at paper mills and shit.
You got them city miles on you, man.
Man, no, they got them country miles. Walking uphill both ways.
Yeah, because the origins is Georgia, right? That's the connection,
Georgia,
right?
South Carolina.
Wow. What part of Georgia? Augusta, Georgia.
I-20 East.
I-20 East, brother.
I-20 East, boy.
Look at Cole.
Yeah, I know what it is.
And the difference is a bridge. Gang of my family lives in North Augusta, or in Augusta, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Gang of them lives in North Augusta, South Carolina. And last name is Wright. The odds are,
I got you.
it's something close.
Cousins.
But imagine if y'all ran into each other just on a humbug, man, and you found out you were like 6 cousins removed. Man.
But that's
what happened.
In essence, what happened.
Yeah.
Thanks, Coach.
How's the week been for y'all? How about for you, Cole? What you do?
Man, it's kind of been heavy for me. You know what I mean? I really don't want to go all the way into it.
Yeah.
But what I do know, and maybe this may segue into kind of the conversation down the line in the pod, is that, man, really treasure today.
Okay.
You know, sometimes we're here today, we're gone tomorrow, right? And when people say that, when people talk about live, you think about it as like just a cliche.
Yep.
But we really need to live, man. Let's live our lives free of anger. Let's live our lives free of stress, and let's really just live in the moment and try to be our best self in real time, man.
Got it. So the week was heavy. What about you, Damo?
Highs and lows.
All right.
Highs.
Roller coaster ride. Huh?
Oh, yeah, it was definitely a roller coaster ride. So one of the highs went to Atlanta to pick up my daughter. She completed her first year in school.
Shout out to Kalina.
She was on the
Absolutely.
show. Yeah, she was on the show. And she did she's done some great things. That was a high just to like see her accomplish her first year in school.
Nice.
A low was one of my closest friends, Lucian, his dad passed away on May 1st.
Sorry to hear
Heavy.
that.
Like, Big Hardy was close to it, like really, really close to the fellas. I've known him since college, the past 20 years, and he's been very instrumental. So shout out to Big Hardy.
Shout out to Big Hardy.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out.
And then another high is got my website live this week. and DamianWright.com. Check me out.
Yeah. Tell them what you're doing, man.
So aside from, I have my bread and butter.
Tell them what you're doing, man.
I'm saying I have my bread and butter.
Which is?
I work for Intuit.
Okay, so let's get into it since you brought it up.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
And
so what's the website about?
Can I tell my story, or you want
It's
to tell
not
my
a story. It's just like, what is the website about?
I'm telling the
It's
two
not a
sides.
story. See, like he's trying to make it a story. I was
No,
like,
I'm not. So I have my bread and butter, and then I have what I believe something I'm passionate about is
Chicken wings.
that could be a subsidiary.
Man, what we talking about?
that's the sponsor.
That could be a subsidiary of I like it. Thank you, Hassal. I'm gonna make some money off of you.
Flats. Flats all day.
So quick
yeah,
tangent.
I like that. No. Tell them
No,
what
no.
it is. Are you going to tell them what it is?
I am.
So it's a coaching website.
No.
So if you need to
What
hit
the
Damo out, make sure you go out there. He's doing big things.
Can I tell my story?
Yes. Go ahead.
I just
it.
asked.
Go ahead and touch
Yeah.
All right.
Got the website launched. Executive coaching,
Nice.
leadership coaching, career coaching, diversity, equity, and inclusion coaching.
That's suspect.
Speaking, facilitate. It might be.
That's
I would
Speaking,
star. I
facilitating.
would star that one.
Hey, put an asterisk
That's an
on it.
asterisk right there.
That's cool.
Diversity, equity, inclusion, coaching.
I'll take it.
No, but that's dope, man, because you've been behind the scenes. You've been telling me, telling all of us that you've been working on that. That's been a passion of yours. You definitely have helped me out in situations. So I'll give it up to you, man. Round of applause for following your dream, man.
Yeah.
Man.
That's a great job.
So,
good accomplishment.
brother's been live for about a year, and then, but I'm putting myself out there this week.
Yeah, man. Nice, man. Nice.
That's what's up. Yeah, for me, it's been a good week, man. Like, I feel like we're getting a lot done for the pod. We've been talking to Erica about some upcoming events that we're going to be doing, so stay tuned. One of them is last Thursdays at the Park Hill Golf Course, which we're excited about. And the other one is we're ironing out the details for Juneteenth, so that'll be exciting. We're going to put a lot of good content together, and we're looking forward to that. So, again, shout out to Erica Wright for coming through and checking us out. Much love.
Man, shout
we
out
appreciate
to Erica,
the opportunity.
man. Shout out to Erica because it was just literally like, hey,
I just said
but
that.
it was literally like, hey,
I just
Erica.
said that. Like my
I think it
ad-lib.
just
But
did
it
give
was
her a shot.
it was literally
Yo, I be getting ad-lib to death up here. I be like, yo, shout out. Yeah, shout out, yo, because I think it's dope, when we do this.
we can't
it's all
double down
about-
when somebody's
Absolutely.
dope. We can't double
Absolutely.
down when we're happy to see
Absolutely,
someone.
man.
So Erica, we're gonna double down on you. Is that okay?
Yep. Go ahead.
We're gonna double down on her flowers. You know what I mean? We're gonna give you double flowers. You know what I mean?
Okay.
For being a woman of her word and saying like, yo, because I just threw it out there. I said, hey, Erica, you should come to the show tonight.
I think we just talked about that.
We did. We
Double
did.
down.
That's good.
Double down.
What's in that
I think it's
drink?
like a triple down.
What's in that drink?
Terramana.
Yeah, see, that's what
Hey,
happens.
The Rock gonna pay us
Yeah.
one day. The Rock gonna pay us one day, man. It's some good shit, ain't it, Erica?
Yeah. So, speaking of, events coming up, right now we're in Mental Health Awareness Month. And I think this is a good opportunity to talk about mental health and be responsible on our platform to address those kind of topics. I know sometimes we get up here and we like to have a lot of fun, but sometimes you got to be serious and acknowledge, some things out there that are very important, and we're responsible for that. So Cole was talking to me the other day yesterday. He sent over a podcast, and they were talking about mental health, of course, and it was a pretty dope segment. But I wanted to focus on us and the things that we're doing in podcasting, but then the effects of like where mental health is these days, and then the awareness that we bring to the culture and the community, right? So for us, it's been quite a journey, right? Like, and we talked about this numerous times, but when you have a podcast, depending how it's formatted, for us, we talk about ourselves, we share our stories, we want people to know who we are, to trust us and things like that. And in doing that, you're putting yourself out there and you're being very vulnerable, right? And then for me personally, there's occurrences when I go home and, this isn't easy. Matt's in the building. This isn't easy. just because, the amount of effort and time that we bring to this,
For
right?
sure.
We put our hearts and souls into this. And sometimes that can be stress. We take that home.
Because we think we fall short.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could be your biggest critic.
Yeah, we're our worst critic.
Yeah.
I nitpick, I remember when we first started shooting, especially when we went live, it was very extremely hard for me to actually watch the pods live, right? Like on YouTube.
Right.
And I told you guys that, right? And I think it's because, like you said, we are our own worst critics. Like, I'm critiquing every little thing. Like, Courtney, is your smile wide enough? Are you looking cool on the show? Like, are you sounding dumb? Like,
Possibly.
But being
No, you
okay
did a
with
good
that. No, but being okay with that, right? But being okay with that. We're being okay with looking cross-eyed on the camera, right?
Hit the air horn.
Like just being okay with it. Like, just saying,
Hey,
like,
we're
it's
all
not
okay.
that serious, right? Like,
Hey, we up in this joint. Let me tell you my quick journey is
that don't go together.
It does.
Damo and quick.
I'm gonna tell you quick.
No aspect.
I invested in a therapist.
quick, all right, man. He quick,
Did you?
Yeah,
Man, round of applause for
100%.
you, man.
I need so on some proactive shit. I need to be a better husband, leader, father, brother, son,
Friend.
I'm a lackluster friend at times.
No, it's straight up.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hold you.
But and it's okay. Like, I just have the conversation. We listen. She listens. We talk. Black female, by the way. And that was intentional.
With your therapist.
Okay.
Your therapist.
Yes.
Okay.
Why is that?
I need different perspective,
Okay.
and I need somebody that understands my foundations.
Are most of your mentors or people that you confide in men?
No, I said I have a therapist, not a mentor.
I just said people you confide in. I would imagine you trust or building trust with your
Oh,
therapist.
okay. I missed
So,
that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He wants to be nurtured.
I think he does.
No, I want
bullshit. I think
perspective.
there's
If you
something
wanna
to
be
that.
nurtured, that's-
I think
if you
there's
wanna be
something to
nurtured,
that,
that's
man.
fine.
No, I want perspective.
Okay.
But you have nothing but, you grew up with nothing but sisters.
Sure,
and
but they
don't have a perspective?
No, there's no but. It's and.
Okay.
I need somebody who doesn't have the inner workings of who Damien is.
Well, see, that's why, so let me back up. That's why I asked the question, because not all your life, but a lot of your life, you've been surrounded by women.
Sure.
So I'm saying, where is that male perspective, or where do you get it at?
Oh.
I'm not saying you don't get it. I'm just
I
asking.
get a male perspective from you, Darcy, like everybody, our group, like my Weber State boys, all this.
Okay.
There's a ton of testosterone perspective around me.
Got it.
So you need a little nurturing.
I don't, no.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that, man.
My wife nurtures
See.
me.
Okay.
I don't need that. Like, that's not what I'm looking for. I want to operate at a different level, and I want somebody who knows my foundations that can give me a perspective that I may not have tapped into.
Okay.
That's it.
No, that's cool.
Okay.
So how many sessions have you had
4.
thus far?
And
Is
still
this-
building.
Weekly, monthly?
Bi-weekly.
That's awesome, man. Round of applause
Yeah.
to you. I think, there we go.
That was like a delayed round of applause.
It was, man. I'm trying to get my thing together.
Yeah.
I think that's good, because I think we're in an age now
What's up, Uncle Weezy?
where mental health is important, and it doesn't have, we talk about this all the time, but it doesn't have the stigma that it used to have, like when we were younger, I'll say.
Fair enough.
And it's good that you get that therapy and have somebody to talk to. I think that's important, to have someone that you are not attached to, maybe emotionally or however you want to describe it.
There you go. You're
but
getting
somebody
somewhere.
that is looking at you without any perception of you. And they're
What
like
made you feel comfortable?
getting you through that?
So what was the impetus to make you want to go out and get that?
I was stuck.
Okay. Well,
But not from I didn't feel like mental health pressure. I just felt like what do I need to do to be better in my life?
Okay.
Okay.
Like, what do I need to do to move left instead of right?
What areas? Was there a specific area?
I named them. My marriage, my
Friendship.
my fatherhood, my brotherhood, my friends, you name it. Like, I want to be the best for the people that are closest to me.
Let's hone in on one. So what aspect did you feel that needed to be improved that was the impetus to make you want to?
I needed to do self-reflection.
Okay.
So self-reflection on how I'm going to build myself in order to build others. Because, like, we're all alpha males. Like, if you look at the people in this room, there's alpha to the male. And sometimes we take that for granted, and it's very unique. It's very unique. Like, the crew that we hang around.
Got to have tough skin.
Got to have tough skin.
So, but getting back, what was the point you were like, I need therapy?
Yep.
Like, what did it?
That's kind of my
It wasn't like I need therapy. I need perspective.
Okay.
That's what it was. Because, like,
And
I
you
didn't
felt to get that perspective, therapy would be a good start.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
No. And there's nothing wrong with trying that.
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Like, you got to try something new. Like, what do you say at the end of every show?
You never stumble upon the unexpected if you stick to the familiar.
So I got unfamiliar.
Stretch yourself a little bit.
I stretched.
Nice.
I got stretch marks.
I got it. Shout out to me.
Pause.
You got those physically, right?
I do.
Yeah.
That's why I said I got stretch marks.
My
I got
man
stretch marks on
Lenny.
my belly. Damn. They said I got stretch marks on my ears.
May I
Damn.
stretch you out,
But, like,
Damo?
I do see some on your knees.
Nah.
That's a weird place to get
That is.
stretch marks.
But, like, the bottom line is fellas, it's okay. Like,
Yep.
go talk to somebody. Invest in yourself.
Absolutely.
Invest in, like, if shit's heavy for you,
Yep.
if shit's light, be proactive.
Yeah.
Get out there, talk to somebody that doesn't know you but understands your foundations.
And you know what? I'll talk about the flip side because I was talking to one of my boys in the audience just a second ago about, that place of getting stuck, right? Doesn't feel like you're making progress. Things are being hard for whatever reason, like job's not going well. Things aren't turning out as you expected. On the other side, you got to go out there and find ways that you can support.
Sure.
Right? So it's not, you have to, because some people are unaware, and you got to look out for your fellow men to be like, hey, man, I'm here for support. Or, hey, what do you need? How are you doing? Those are
How are you
things-
doing?
Exactly.
Those are things that add to that mental health awareness to keep us all healthy, right? It's
Yep.
like, just call somebody up on the humbug and be like, yo, man, I ain't talked to you in ages. Like, how you been? And so from there, like, you gotta, I'm sorry, somebody banging. Oh, it's the
Hey,
owner.
and like, real talk, just real quick, Weezy, what do we do? Like, we call to say, what's up, man? How you doing? What you
Absolutely.
cooking? Like, what you talking about? Like,
What you eating?
no, real talk. Like,
No, for real. No, I mean, I'm with you.
And being mature about it, though, right? Like the hardest thing about guys is that we do walk around with this ego, right? And I think sometimes we do set a stage that is not very safe for our friends to be vulnerable and transparent with us when they're going through things. You know what I mean? And sometimes
Yeah.
black men don't really want to go out to therapists, but sometimes when black men feel that they want to actually be vulnerable, I think there are like little hints and little signs that they want to be vulnerable with their friends, with the people that they trust. And we have to be intuitive enough as friends to pick up on that,
Yep.
right? And create safe space, right? And it's funny because I saw a clip where this guy was like, these guys are riding in the car, and I think I sent it to the thread. This guy's riding in the car. He was like, man, I don't want no vegan restaurant. I want some meat. And dude's like, oh, you want some meat? Oh, come on, man. You don't want no meat. We know what that means,
Just
right?
pause.
Pause. You pause in the whole conversation. He's like, no, I just don't want no meat, right? But just us as fellas making a safe space for our fellow friends to when they feel vulnerable and they feel like, yo, I need some support from my friends as men to say, yo, this ain't a joke. let's open ourselves up to wrap around our homeboy and make sure that he feels supported from us.
No,
it's very important.
It is.
Because it's a lot of anxiety for guys to actually state to their friends that they are a little vulnerable at times.
Absolutely.
You know
it really
mean?
is.
Because even with the pod, like we do a lot of mental check-ins with each other, right? To say, hey, man, was that joke a little too far?
Right.
You know, was that comment a little too, was I turning the knife a little bit too much?
Right.
You know what I mean? Especially being on this public platform and actually knowing, because I love you guys as brothers, right? I don't ever want you guys to feel a certain type of way. So having men in a position to feel like, yo, it's okay to be vulnerable, it's okay to share, and you're going to feel supported from us.
Appreciate
Man,
it, brother.
what we talking about?
Nice, man. I like that. And before we leave, I'll share. I'll be vulnerable because what's so unique about this podcast is that we're all friends, right? So when you talk about the business side of a podcast, it makes it that much harder. And not too long ago, I would call a mental breakdown when we were having one of our staff meetings, and we were talking about, hey, the direction of the pod and bringing on guests. And I did some fucked up shit. Like Co had suggested a guest, and, we kind of he was trying to have a healthy debate about it. Me, on the other hand, I was like, probably not in the best space, but he was like, yo, this is the reason why I think we should have this guest, blah, blah, blah. And I was like trying to shoot it down. And, it got one thing led to another. And I was like, you know what? Are you, financially, I kind of started trying to flex and be like, I put this shit together, blah, 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 this and that. It wasn't really like that. I didn't phrase it that way, but you can fill in the blanks for yourself. And that was fucked up, at the end of the day, because, in those situations, you have to kind of be mindful and be on of like, hey, the business aspect of this is that these brothers here are sacrificing their time to be here. And that is very important, so we built this together. And then for me to kind of shut things down just because I feel like, I, for whatever reason, like I've been putting in the most money, however you want to say it, like that was very messed up. And it was hard for me to listen to Damo because he called me up and was like, he held me accountable. He's like, dude, you did some fucked up shit. And I was just not trying to hear it. I was just like, man, but it was everything but this excuse. And, at the end of the day, he was right. Everybody was right. I was wrong. And it was hard to just, separate the two at that moment and call everybody up and say, you know what, I failed y'all in that moment. You know what I mean? And when you do that, it takes one thing to kind of fracture trust, right? And then you got to start from the beginning, build that shit back up. And that was one of those moments for me where I broke down and I just, I had to check myself. Y'all checked me. And, given that we do have the friendship, we're able to separate that and move on. But so I appreciate it.
It's more than friend. It's trust.
Yeah. That's what, yeah.
Jay, what'd you say? I'm sorry?
Hug it out.
Oh, hug it out. Yeah.
Yep.
You got to hug it out.
You have those moments, right?
Or just have the emotional maturity to say, you know what, I understand what the impetus of that was. You know what I mean? Of why the breakdown happened, of what the source of it was coming from. You know what I mean? And on the receiving end, having the emotional maturity to say, you know what, it's not that big of a deal. This is something that we can get over.
Yep, absolutely, man.
Here we go.
That's how it goes. So yeah, go out there, check your mental health. Make sure you got your friends, support.
Let's do a call to action. Call somebody you ain't talked to for a minute. Don't text. Call somebody that you haven't talked to, or maybe you even talked to them. Check them. Just say what's up.
Say what's up.
What's up? How are you doing?
Man, and be
intentional.
And be intentional with how are you doing. Like, yo, like when you ask someone how are you doing, just don't be. It's not lip service. Like, how are you doing for real? And then if they hit you with the shit, leave yourself open to receive.
Just
the
listen.
shit.
To listen.
Just listen.
Absolutely.
Just listen.
Absolutely. I like that, y'all. So switching topics, y'all want to get into my guy or Co's guy.
It's my guy, man.
The Godfather, he passed away.
Damn.
We're talking about Kevin Samuels.
Kevin Samuels is my guy, man.
Yeah.
He was called a Godfather, man.
Yeah, he was the
How
Godfather
you guys feel about Kevin Samuels?
of relationships.
Is he up or down?
Erica's like, I don't even know who that is.
That's fine.
fair.
Do you know?
But rest in peace
Kevin
to
Samuels.
Kevin Samuels. Died at 57.
So let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you the thing. Bless his heart. The thing that's messed up is how the community bounces against. Like, the dude's dead. Why do those women specifically just throw so much shade at the dude? And he's done. He's been struggling since he was 21.
Yeah.
And, unfortunately he passed away at 57, but like somebody's life is no longer on this earth, and social media tore his ass up.
The internet is something else, isn't it?
The internet, the interweb is what I call it, man.
Yeah.
It's like a spider web. But like on a light note,
Yeah, rest in peace.
rest in peace.
And I think for Kevin Samuels, unique individual. I think a lot of things that he says, were some of it was based on fact, and he has some good points. Like everybody else, like you have some wrong and some rights, but what you can't say, like he was successful for the platform he built, the things that he did, awareness, to some subjects that he was talking about. But to your point, like let the dead rest in peace, or those that have passed. Like, don't say anything.
He was a voice for someone.
He was.
No, he's a voice for 1.4 million people.
No, he was. So I think,
Loud.
and so my bad. What was it, Ahmad? We could edit it out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Stop hugging the Terramana, man. Come on, man.
Damn. Oh, thirsty ass.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure I understand, man. Like, yo, man, we was getting a little pushback on having the alcohol like live.
Yo,
on the
Cole's
show.
at work, man. He's
You know what I
at
mean?
work. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
he shouldn't need that to perform.
I'm
He
drinking
should
on the
be good.
job, and Killers kind of got on me. But what I can say is he was a voice for someone.
Yep.
1.4 million people.
Yes, and I hate the fact that we live in a world where we try to silence voices that we don't like, even in death.
Even in death.
People try to silence you even in death.
Yeah, just let them lie in peace.
Let them lie in peace.
Hey, so to bring it home, rest in peace, man.
But
Rest in peace.
can we talk about that though, just
Yeah.
real quick?
Yeah.
Just about when people pass, that they still are tried morally, like it's happened to Michael Jackson.
Yes.
It's happened to who else?
A lot of people.
A lot of people.
A lot of people.
And unfortunately, I keep thinking of the people that do it to our own community right now is
Us.
us. So an example of that is
Us didn't do it to Michael Jackson.
Well, Gail-
Michael Jackson did it to Michael Jackson.
See,
I
we're
disagree.
judging him. We're
See,
judging
no,
him
I
right
agree.
now.
That's what I'm saying.
We're judging him right now.
like
I'm not judging.
the things with I think Gail King had an interview, right? Like she was one that was talking about Michael Jackson, and somebody else got ostracized as they could no longer defend themselves. I forget who it is, but
Why do we do that, though? I think that's
don't
the
know.
that's the
Dude, it's
question.
just humans, dude, and it's not just our community. Like, let's get that out the door. But like, people just do that.
Why do we
Maybe
try
right.
people? But so to the crowd, honestly, I would love to hear the crowd's reaction to that. Like, why do we try people who are not here to defend themselves?
go ahead, man.
Like they're
You seem
they're
like you wanna
physically
get on-
not here.
You want to get on there?
I feel like some people do it because they're cowards.
Exactly.
Exactly.
They don't want to be accountable for their opinions, so they wait until. I guess that's the only opinion I got because I've never waited to tell anybody how I felt
Yeah.
Got it.
about them. I'm not gonna wait till you leave the room. I'm not gonna wait till you die.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
So why say anything?
Yeah, because it's so fucked up to where like you wait till the man die and then you got all this shit to say, like you're pissing on his grave.
Yeah, that's deep. Well, rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. Yeah, million plus followers, big voice. You got some pizza right there. So, what was next, Damo? AB was.
AB
He was killing. He was killing Cap. I don't know, but I saw a post where he was just giving it to Cap, man. Like,
So how do we feel about
wasn't-
Cap? So how do we feel about Cap taking the money and then trying to get back in the league? He made the settlement with the NFL.
Who cares?
So
Who cares?
who cares? Who cares that he's trying to get back in the league? Or
He took the money,
yep,
double down on the money. Like
I don't know what that means.
So,
So wait, let me ask you.
Okay.
So you work for Intuit.
Yep.
You go and sue Intuit.
Yep.
You win the money.
Yep.
You would try to go work for
For
Intuit.
Intuit.
If they
after that?
rehired me, whatever.
No, would you campaign to be like, yo,
Fuck Intuit.
would you troll to be like, yo,
No,
I
I
still
wouldn't.
got these diversity skills.
Sure.
And I'm trying to get back in there.
I get it. I think it's a little bit different just because of scarcity.
I disagree.
Just there's 32 teams and there's
I still disagree.
thousands of tech companies. However,
No, we're talking about Intuit.
specifically?
No, we're not talking about
'Cause you
on
sued them.
Facebook.
personally,
You sued
talking
them.
about-
personally, I wouldn't do it, but who cares? And AB doesn't like. Why does he need to talk crazy? He's talking about Cap not being in the street. Who cares if he's in the streets? Who cares if he's in the hood? Like, why is
I think
that
we'll
important?
get to that, but I'm just saying, like, on the flip
no, I-
side,
I
there's a
personally
lot of
wouldn't.
trolling that. It feels like trolling that.
I
Cap's
personally wouldn't. But like, what if I said the tech industry is a joke, right? From a DEI perspective,
doing. Yeah.
and then I went to work for Salesforce versus Intuit.
Well, it's the same thing.
You would look nuts.
You look nuts. You look crazy.
You would look
But
nuts.
I got a job, and I'm, you see what I'm saying? Like, I need a job.
Well, let me ask you: if you were the CEO of a company, somebody sued you, they won, or even if they lost, they sue you, and then they try to work for you again. What would be your mindset?
I would need to understand the circumstances. Like, there's a lot of layers that I would need to pull back.
Man, you ain't
Stop.
ready.
But no. But
They
at the end of the
just
day,
sued you.
Stop, man.
No,
Only
at
circumstance
the
you're looking at is
surface,
that
at the
sued.
surface, I would say no. But like, there's levels to it. So let me take it another route.
Okay.
Let me take it a whole nother route. So not Al Davis. What's his name? The owner for the Raiders. Your team. You don't even know it. Cool.
Mike Davis. No, it's
Yes,
not
Mike.
Mike.
So-
No, it's Mike Davis.
Is it Mike Davis?
He's like, I believe in Cap.
Yeah.
And I would like if our GM wants to bring him on.
That's a good point.
No, but it's not publicity.
I'm with you. That's a
It's-
PR move because,
it-
like, I had Gruden last year and it was a problem. Yeah, it was. I'm not saying it couldn't, but I just think out of all teams, Mike Davis is like, I had a problem with Gruden last year
Yes.
with the emails.
But y'all
And
didn't
this
know what
might be
happened
a good
today.
move.
Do y'all know what happened today?
What
I
happened?
don't.
The president got fired of the Raiders, of the team that you like today.
Okay, why?
Got it.
Because there were concerns of a hostile work environment being raised. He brought it to the attention of the organization, and guess who fired him?
Mike.
Mike.
Well, yeah, he's the CEO.
But
He's the owner.
so how do you equate the two? Like, somebody who's talking about equality and somebody's like speaking on hostile work environment, and then he gets fired with no due process. Do you fire people for no reason?
No.
You can.
But, I mean, that's the NFL is like a private.
It's a private entity.
Equity.
But look it up on your phone. Look for the reason why he got fired. And is it okay? And the answer is no.
Okay.
He raised concerns about a hostile work environment within the Las Vegas Raiders.
Got it.
Is that cool? No.
No. All right, well, I'll reel it back in because I like the original question that me and Co had was like, if, you got sued tables were turned, the person that sued you, would you then give them an opportunity
And they
to
settled.
play for you?
And they settled with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So the answer is probably not, to be clear. But at the end of the day, if the opportunity was right, I would explore it.
Does AB have a point when he says Cap doesn't want to play football? Hold on. Does AB have a point when he says Cap doesn't really want to play football? He's trolling. Because you took a settlement.
I would
they
say a hard
paid
no.
you. Like you got to understand they paid you.
Yeah.
And then so when you take Earl, when you take a settlement,
And Earl, you could get on the mic.
yeah, you get on the mic
When you're ready.
Hold on, Earl. But they paid you. They took a settlement. They paid you, but then you still trying to get into a league that they run that you just settled with.
I agree.
To me, that's trolling.
Do you think
I
Colin
don't think-
Kaepernick needs to work?
No, he doesn't.
No,
He doesn't.
But I do think that adds to him being being in the now, the popularity, like that adds to
I think
relevancy.
he's trolling.
I
I
think
think
that's
he's
relevancy
trolling,
that
man.
when he does those things.
Relevancy is cool. Snoop is relevant.
I think he's trolling.
Stop,
dog.
man. You just bypassing what that means. What it means is that you're in the public eye, and that brings
Attention.
popularity and attention to things that you might roll out. So stop. Don't do that, man.
All right, no, that's fair.
Yeah.
Dude,
And you
like
can turn
you're
it. You
an
can turn it.
entertainer, dude. Like, how are you talking so far away from the
Nah,
mic?
there you go.
Sorry, big dog. Personally, I don't believe what you're saying about as far as trolling.
Okay.
Okay, because when he took the money because he had no choice to take the money because he already made a stand that everybody was standing behind. So you have to. Your back is against the wall. You have to take the money now.
You gotta
'cause
follow
You got
through.
half of America watching you and standing behind you.
Okay.
So you have to take the money.
Okay. If you
Okay.
take
Now, when he's trying to get back in the league, that's totally different because now he's trying to figure out how do I get back on the side of the fence of where I was really happy at. He's not really happy when he was on that fence where he took the money, but he had to take it because of shit. You have no other choice.
Talking to the mic, brother.
You have
Yeah,
no
yeah.
other choice. Everybody is standing behind you because of the stand that you make. So now your back is against the wall. You got to take.
So
the
now
money.
you're forced.
But where is your heart at? Your heart is really in the NFL. So he really wants to get back in the game.
Nah, but he made a choice. So
Wait.
And
Go
then
ahead.
now to finish your point, because you started off talking about AB. So let's go with AB.
Wait, hold on. Before we move to
Let's
AB.
stay there. Let's stay there.
So I like what. Go ahead, Cole.
So now he's in like yo, but you're kind of in a moral dilemma. It's like yo, you can't have it all.
Right.
You can't sue somebody, get paid, and then say, "Hey, give me a job."
I'm not. So what?
That's-
Let's just make clear. I'm not defending him trying to get back in the league because that should have happened a long time ago. If he really wanted to get back in the league, it should have happened a long time ago. So I'm not defending that. I wanted to get on the point about AB talking about him.
Yeah.
So basically, how the hell can AB talk about anybody when he's begging for people to have sympathy for him for all the issues he's been through?
Nah, but I don't think AB really. I don't
I'm
think he's
with you,
begging.
man.
I don't think
I don't
AB's
think he's begging,
begging. I don't think
but-
he's begging.
To
Well,
Jason's
it's wrong
point.
to talk about another person begging for sympathy when you might not want to say he's begging, but we've seen AB beg before for sympathy.
Nah,
We've
but I
seen
think
it.
AB. I think AB is calling Kaepernick out. I think AB is calling Colin Kaepernick out for trolling
Got it.
because what AB is saying is Kaepernick don't really want to play because
But he called him
knows-
trash.
Yeah, that's the
but,
problem.
But he may
And he said he's always been trash,
He may
which is
think
his opinion.
but he may think he's trash.
He's not always been trash either.
No.
dude
But
was-
he
went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he went to the Super Bowl
No,
as a quarterback.
But AB may think he's trash, dude.
But
And that's
you know
fine.
why? Because
That's
AB,
okay.
That's
AB
fine.
is on the downfall of his career.
But he's
And
really not,
looking at
though.
as trash because nobody wants him.
I bet you
Maybe
AB.
because he's a
He'll be
captain
on the
of
roster.
team.
AB's going to be on somebody's roster next year.
Yeah, maybe
think
the
so?
Raiders or the
Yeah.
Cowboys.
He will not be on the Raiders.
Cowboys then.
Yeah, he
There's
might
only
make
two
it.
teams that deal
The
with
Cowboys.
people that have issues.
He won't be on the
mental
Raiders.
No, but that's AB's personal opinion. If you feel like
Oh no,
Kaepernick, if you feel like Colin
Colin
Kaepernick is trash,
What I didn't like about it is like he said he wasn't, and I don't know the words verbatim. I could probably just bring it up on the computer, but he's not from the hood, so he's not
He's not like relevant because he's not from the hood.
Yeah, like he's not black. Was it relevant? Or
No, like he's like he ain't in
said
these
something
streets.
that-
He ain't outside.
Yeah, he doesn't rep. Yeah, I forgot how you phrased it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm suspect about AB, man. Like they was killing me and you. And we was like, man, the history that comes with AB is kind of suspect.
And on this side, I'm with y'all. But otherwise, AB will be on a roster in the NFL.
So can I ask you this? Because
in next month,
okay, all right. How much is he going to get paid?
doesn't matter. He'll be on a roster.
Yeah, that
Minimum
part.
wage in the NFL is a lot of money. So just so you know,
No,
And
but
it'll be
not
all
at-
incentive
not
based.
at
All
his
incentive
caliber.
based.
Not at his caliber.
But
Not at
AB's
his
minimum
caliber.
wage is going to be different. AB's and minimum
all
wage is going to
incentive
be different.
based.
No, but AB's minimum wage is going to be different from the average NFL players in the minimum wage, man.
So can you give us a ballpark figure?
Man, I think I don't know what the exact number AB is going to make.
Yep.
But he's going to be in the millions. He's not going to be in the 100,000s.
Millions, like
AB's going to be in the
100%.
millions.
I doubt it.
If he makes his
AB's gonna be in
incentives,
the
millions.
So well, that's
I doubt it because
I'm talking about like guaranteed, like
No,
not a
no, no.
set.
AB's going to get guaranteed millions.
He's
Okay.
going to want to go to a quarterback that
So-
wants him.
So this what
So,
gets me
Earl,
about
excuse me.
him.
Just give me 1 second. Did you see what AB and his team said? They said they will pay, like give AB a chance if he doesn't succeed. No, they said pay him $20 million.
Floyd said that.
won't
Floyd
happen.
said
Yeah,
that.
Floyd.
said that.
Yeah.
Won't happen. But yeah,
And the vice
okay.
versa. If it doesn't work out,
That's not going to happen.
But that's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen.
So that's what
as an owner,
That's what gets me about AB because when he was with the Raiders, he had a contract for like 30.
I don't know the number.
It was about 20 at least. All the brother had to do was stay one more week. He would have got that money guaranteed. So if you're not really pressing for those kind of things, like why are you throwing it out there again at this point?
Bottom line is, aren't they both toying with the NFL?
Trolling.
Boom. Come on,
Aren't
man.
they
Let me
both
hit
doing
it.
They're both. That
He
is
wants to call out another one because he's doing it better.
you brought my point home.
But they're both doing the same
They're
thing.
doing the same thing, and AB called him out, but they're both doing the same thing.
Hey, man, but
That's what I was trying to get
but
to.
Damo, but you know,
Okay.
when you played in college, you saw players that you was like, man, that dude is trash.
Dude, I played in college 20 years ago. Dude.
No, but I'm saying, but you knew it was guys that you played against that you said were trash that the average fan felt like they were good.
So you saying?
So AB saying Kaepernick is trash, that's his opinion.
Cool.
Cool. All right. We'll move on then. But what was the next topic?
You weren't vibing with it. It was the NIL stuff. Just
Let's talk about it. I'll give it to you.
yeah. So
Set us up.
name NIL, name, image, likeliness.
Likeliness,
like-
is that a word?
Likeness.
Likeness. Excuse me. I apologize.
Likeness.
Likeness. I said likeliness. All right. So what's happening is, and we're seeing one of our friends go through the process
With his son.
with his son, and the exposure that these kids have at a young age to a lot of money.
Man, when I got to college,
Give me a
you know what's
second.
crazy?
Give me a
Okay.
second. We don't care about when you went to college because it doesn't that's 20 years ago. We're talking about right now, and I said that with all respect.
See how this work?
No,
Yeah. But
like
we got to talk about the Seattle Seahawks.
The crack.
What- no,
he
we're
never
not- we're-
stepped foot on the field, but we got to talk about the Seattle Seahawks
Wales.
and when he made the team.
I didn't make the team. That's why I'm here with y'all. So when you talk, so one of the things that was like really eye opening for me, one of the things that was sent out is like as a top recruit, as a quarterback, these kids in high school are making, let's call it $50K a year, just off of their name.
Their evaluation is.
Their valuation is.
Their evaluation.
And then the one kid who went to Tennessee now has contracts lined up for $250,000 at 17 and a half, 18 years old as a quarterback. And that's not, if he produces, it gets more and more and more and more.
So do they get that
Isn't that
just
what
year
y'all-
by year?
Ain't that what y'all happy about?
Oh, no.
No, it's good. It changes shit in a good way, but it could potentially change shit in a bad way.
Okay, let's
like
talk about
it could
that.
change the dynamics of the locker room. It could
Right.
There's a whole
Absolutely.
bunch.
Keep going.
But like then you talk about family and leeches and people that are asking for money because they see these numbers, and these dudes are kids. They're kids, and they don't know how to have these conversations. There's grown men in the NFL that you seen 30 for 30 broke.
Absolutely.
So I'll pause right there. Like I don't want to go on this soliloquy because y'all get on me, but like this shit is real.
No, and to your point, I think that's the trade-off for doing this now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is like, I do think those kind of players should be compensated. But now,
100%.
to your point, is like you're treating them like professionals.
And there's a responsibility.
There's a responsibility that comes with that. You got to deal with things in the locker room, financial things. Now you're
Agents.
expected to go out there and perform. You know what I mean? People, I don't know the rules, but I could see like, well, you're not living up to your expectations. We might cut you, right? We're taking your scholarship. I'm not saying that happens.
Sure.
But that might be the next
or
step.
or your sponsorship or your whatever.
Oh, they'll definitely cut it.
So
Yeah.
it's like you're backup quarterback now. Our position was we were going to give $100,000 a year
To the starting
to the
quarterback.
starting quarterback, and your backup. Oh, you didn't play 6 games like our contract says, and now these kids are playing hurt and destroying their careers.
Absolutely.
Like there's so many levels to this shit that people don't even understand.
But you
But
play
just
hurt
think about
no, but you play hurt regardless at D1. Like in major college football, you're going to play hurt regardless.
But see, that's the problem, Cole. So now when you got potentially kids that are making more than the coach,
Yes.
now you gonna go in there flexing like, man, what
What you
can
gonna tell me?
Right? You know what I mean? Those kind of things start to
He
happen.
ain't making more than Nick Saban though. So real,
but yeah. There's certain that he's not. Yeah,
yeah.
Coach K, but there's certain coaches that
I agree.
But
But even like the coach, the women's coach from South Carolina who won the championship this year, she said it. She said, my student athletes are the highest paid on the campus. More than any football player,
and they deserve to be.
and they deserve to be.
And that's
Women's
dope.
basketball.
That's dope.
I disagree.
What do you mean? It's a fact.
What do you
mean?
disagree with?
I disagree.
What do you-
With what?
I don't believe that college kids. I don't believe that college kids should be paid. And
Dude,
y'all
let
might
'em-
get
let 'em-
mad,
let 'em
but
go.
Let me finish.
Yeah.
Okay. Because first of all, I don't agree with the money that professional athletes get. It's way too much, and that's why they're in so much trouble.
Okay.
That's just me.
Okay.
We pay professional athletes a little bit too much money, and that's why they stay in.
So wait, do you think we pay the entire
And-
organization too much money?
As far
So
as
like NFL, NBA, it doesn't matter. Do you think they get?
I
as
might
a
agree
whole,
with that too.
okay,
I might agree
okay.
with that too. But as far as taking it to the college, nah.
So time out.
No, because your mind frame already in college should be on books.
Time out.
Okay,
Excuse me.
Getting your education.
Earl,
But if
let
you
him go, man.
Let me finish, bro. But if you're playing college sports and you're getting paid,
Yes.
that takes your mind frame off of what's really the important thing.
Okay.
Which is what our parents want is what? Education.
Talking to the mic, dude.
Am I right or wrong? Education.
Education.
That's what when we go to college, our parents are not happy because we're going to college for a scholarship to play sports. Our parents are thinking, oh, yeah, my baby's going to college. He might be the first in the family to go to college. My baby's going to do something with himself.
Have some
You know what I'm saying?
opportunities that.
We're not worried about sports because we always know that sports don't last. You can get an injury and boom, now you're gone. Then what are you going to do then?
So sports has no value.
I don't say sports have no value. I'm
All
saying
right, let's
as
stop.
far as paying
Let's
the
stop there.
college
Let's
athletes,
so let's
that's
stop
a little
there.
bit too much for
But Earl,
me.
let's stop there. So
And then Damo, let him
in
go.
our society as it stands today, what is the value of sports?
It's high.
It's pretty damn
Entertainment,
high.
basically.
It's pretty damn high.
It's what?
To me, it's entertainment.
So
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
So if you were supposed to put a value on it, like how would you value it?
As entertainment,
Okay,
Got it.
Okay, so pretty high, right?
basically like a movie.
So if the
Yeah, the
college,
industry.
so if the director's making $150 million off a movie, but the actors are making $100,000, is that fair?
I would never say that's fair, but
But that's college football. That's college sports.
college is different though.
How is it different?
Because my point was basically saying we don't want to give, me personally, I don't want to give college athletes money because that takes their focus away from what is most important, okay, which is their education. Now,
That's scholar.
Let me ask you this: I think that's happening regardless if they get paid or not? Like those top athletes that have ambition, and I'm talking about D1 specifically, like at the big schools, they have ambitions to, go to the league. I'll say 70% of them.
True.
I think the fact that they get paid or they don't get paid is not going to change that part of it.
I can't wait till it's my turn.
I believe so.
Yep. You
I
got
believe so.
bad body language.
I understand that.
You act like a baby when you can't talk, man.
I understand that colleges make money off of sports.
Right.
I understand that. They make a lot of money off of the sports and the athletes.
Right.
So it's only right to say, okay, you making money off me. Shouldn't I get something? That's only right. I understand that.
So you understand that part
I
of
understand that part.
But you're just
talking
saying
about
the
on the
other
side
side.
as far as keeping these kids focused.
Got
That's all I'm saying. The more money you throw at a college kid, the less that college kid is going to want to go to class. Just being
fair.
It's
honest.
true. Go ahead. Damon.
Can I give the bumper sticker?
Yes.
Yeah.
Higher education is a fucking joke.
For some,
No,
depending
no,
on
no,
the
no.
field you're in.
Higher education in college is a fucking joke.
Okay, why, Damo?
Why?
Because you have an education.
I have a master's degree.
Okay. Tell us more.
You spend, in this day and age, outside of being in a highly specialized field, i.e. a doctor, an engineer, that's even questionable because you can go to boot camps.
Absolutely.
Highly specialized fields that are highly technical or revolve around the sciences. STEM, right? Business degrees. So if you follow 10 people on YouTube that are highly successful business people and you absorb their information, have you ever been in a college classroom and listened to the shit that they talk about? You're paying for classes and prerequisites that don't even fucking matter. How many papers did I write, that my kids write? My daughter's a freshman in college. She wrote a fucking English paper about Snoop Dogg and how weed isn't cool anymore. She shared it with me. Mm-hmm. These teachers are stretching. Higher education moves slow. It's like the news.
So let me ask you then.
Maybe you should probably focus on going to trade school.
Exactly.
But that's a completely different argument.
No, that's kind of to your point.
No. I'm not going to let you get away with that, Damo. So I'm sure for your daughter.
She's going for a science. She's going to school to be a data science and computer science.
So you're just talking about people that get.
If you want to go for
STEM,
communications like Damien did, you don't think I can do that with the access that we have these days? Communications?
No, I don't think you wouldn't have gotten as far as you did with
No.
your
That's
degree.
not what I'm saying.
With the you have a communications degree,
sure,
and look where you're at.
No, I understand where I'm talking about
background.
starting right now. Higher education is
now you're
a
talking
joke,
about
dude.
something different. It is not.
It is 100%.
So then, why is your daughter going to school?
Because
she's
going for a science.
So rephrase what you just said.
I said it in the beginning.
So
like Wheezy went to school for a science. Did you? Yes or no?
But you said the bumper sticker is higher education.
Higher education. And I said unless you're in a highly specialized field.
Hi, my name is Kiana, and I would love to get in on this conversation.
Go ahead, Key.
Quickly, because I'm with Damien on this.
Okay.
Completely. Higher education.
So you're going to have to just give it a.
Well, just turn the mic, Kiana.
Got to put it right in your mouth.
Yo, so Wheezy, you've been benching 400 plus. Thank you. Thank you. There you go.
For me, higher education is definitely a joke. And the reason why I say that is because I majored in political science. I wanted to be the mayor of Denver until I interned with the mayor of Denver. But I also started out in English. I thought I wanted to be a teacher. Then I switched over to what your daughter is majoring in. What did you just say?
Computer science.
Data science, computer science.
I hated it. It was boring. All that coding was terrible. And then I switched over to political science. But the whole time I knew what I wanted to do was be a fashion designer. That's what I really wanted to do. But my family was like, you got to go to college because that is what's going to take you to the next level. That's going to give you the money that you need to be able to sustain, right? Did all of that.
Got it.
Went to college, did all of that. You know what I learned in college?
Did you racked up a whole bunch of debt?
A fucking ton of debt. On top of the fact that the only thing that I built were networks. So for me, absolutely, like if Britt, at the end of the day, if he's going to have two choices. Either you can go to college because some people actually need that. Some people have to do book by book shit. But there are people, such as ourselves, who have the capability and didn't understand that we had the capability because we didn't have the support that we needed because our parents were so used to having jobs for 30 years where that shit don't work today. Where, no, here's $80,000, go out into the fucking world and travel and make some connections, and so you can meet people to make the connections and do whatever the fuck you need to do. That is technically like the best part, I think, for me. Like, I think you learn more when you connect with people versus going to a college and doing freaking stupid ass assignments every day that don't really benefit you.
And Keon, it teaches you structure.
Right,
Yeah, so I think that works for and you bring up a good point. Like, I think it depends on the person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's a
if
good
I was
qualifier.
gonna be like, yo, give $80,000 to my son and be like, go figure out travel.
Travel the world.
Like, that's cool, but at the same time, you want to make sure that there's return on that investment. So just because you're going out to travel, you're 18 years old, you might not have the structure to come back
But
and
you
be
would
like
know if you
studying
did
and
that.
stuff like that. Let me finish.
Yeah, right.
And then the thing is that when there's people that have communication degrees, you networked with fuck ton of people.
I did network. I didn't know what networking was.
All you do is hang out with your Weber State boys.
That's my Weber State boys.
That's a network. So
Small.
whatever you want to call it. Well, how many? So I won't go into the numbers, but if you have 20 people that you went to college with and you keep in touch with them, I think that's a pretty
None
good
of them
network.
got me a job.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's probably true. But the thing is that you probably learned some skills there and experiences that have helped you.
You're validating my point. I appreciate you.
But you went to school to get that.
But I
But
can
do
get
you
that
have
elsewhere.
to? You really don't have
So where
to.
would you go? I guess is my point. Like, you could travel. You can absolutely travel. You could do
just
things
be
like that.
A person and invest yourself and put yourself in situations that will take you to exactly where you need to be. If you think that we built this business just off of the fact that we went to college, that's a lie.
Life flex.
It's a stone cold lie.
But what I
Life
did
flex.
learn because I was.
But you learned some skills in school that probably helped you. I'm not saying it was the end all be all, and this is
Right.
where
No, I
you're
get
at
it.
right now. But I'm sure you learned some skills in college that have helped you manage this business.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
I
That's all I'm
probably-
saying.
Perhaps I did. I
Perhaps.
don't really think I did. Honestly, I think where my skills came from were from experience.
Yes.
So, and the experience that you have is the work that you got, right?
It's a racket.
But
It's a racket.
Yeah. So for me, like, I'm a poli-sci major.
So
but
wait.
did I need political science when it comes down to it? I'm a brand marketing executive.
So your salespeople
How-
and
how?
business people at Intuit, what kind of degrees do they have?
Political science.
Bam.
And
Hey,
brand
bam, no,
marketing
bam,
manager.
no,
That's
no
a-
degree,
In entertainment
no
on top of
degrees,
that.
no
Bam.
degrees.
No degrees.
Hey,
Some don't have degrees.
My boss, excuse me, Kiana.
Go ahead.
My boss when I started in two is one of the smartest people I ever met. Guess what level of education he had?
High
a high
school.
school fucking degree.
Period.
What does he look like?
What do you mean?
What does he look like?
He means is he white or black?
Oh, I was like, is he tall? Is he short? Whatever. No,
Motherfucker,
he was
what
a
does
white
he
dude.
look like?
Yeah, he was a white dude.
He's Snow White.
Okay,
ain't
cool.
Yeah, no,
All right.
that's cool. You stuck me on that one, but like I understand, but like,
But so can you answer my question? Are there people there with college educations at your job?
educations?
Yeah, education.
No, there is, but
Okay.
the movement is shifting. I
All
can
right.
tell you this:
Okay.
the movement is shifting. And Jay, and you can relate to this, and I'll close it out. There's people that are getting into the tech space
With trade school.
No, just listen,
And
please.
then they have a degree.
Just listen. You asked me to
I
listen.
hired somebody that had a education degree, went to touring school for 2 years, and then is working at Slack. And I've hired interns that come from universities into Slack.
Just because you go to university doesn't mean you're smarter. Like, there's something to
Now
say.
you're putting words in my mouth. I never said somebody was smarter because they did not go to school.
I'm saying what I'm saying. At the end of the day, there's something to say about somebody who has the grit and intuition to learn something on their own versus being in the structured environment of higher education.
It's a racket, man.
That went $120,000, $200,000 in debt.
It's a racket, man.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
It's a racket, man. Like, what happened to the old school?
Excuse me, what'd you say? The structure is changing.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, what's wrong with dress?
But that's
with
some
dress?
kind of education, is it not?
But if
you're saying universities.
But if you're
I'm saying higher education, i.e. universities.
But if you're specialized, like for example, if you want to be a computer programmer, a pilot, why can't you just get up under a pilot and learn the position as opposed to
That's a great question.
hundreds of $100,000?
Jay, I'm with you, but you're contradicting yourself.
He didn't say.
Wait, what? What
he
has
did
to be
say
what?
something about trade school.
He said trade school, but he was talking
That's
about
standardization in terms of what, though?
Got it.
There has to be standardization because different pilots teach different shit.
But pilots in Ethiopia don't get trained the way the pilots in Europe get trained, the way the pilots in America get trained. It's all different, dude.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
but it's a trade. It's an education.
That's what I'm saying. So
But you're
schools
just
for
talking
people that
about
need to learn,
higher education.
and those that don't need to learn don't need to go to school, and they can still be successful.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is what it is.
Yes.
But
Absolutely.
Everybody has to have their own path, their own
Thank you.
route.
My bad, Weezy.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because for me, I had to go to school to learn how to think, and when I learned how to think, I made.
No, Weezy, you were a thinker from a young age, dude. Like,
Yeah, but it was a lot bigger than that. So it matters. It matters.
Some people need that training.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
structure. That's all. That
That
was pretty good. That was good.
intense.
That was good.
Shit.
Yeah.
I got my underarms sweating.
I know.
We
Welcome
got
to the
Eric
pod,
out. We
man.
got Eric out
Welcome
our
to the
seat.
pod.
Got Eric out
It's
our
about
seat.
time.
No, they about to get up out of here. They're like, these.
Y'all having a good time? Yeah. Yeah, we ran them off, man. I was trying to play Britney Spears, and it was like, fuck that. I came for the black music. They was like,
said
well,
if you
what y'all?
don't, they said if you don't turn that Jeezy on right now, fuck
Right.
you think we dealing with.
You know what's funny, man? I was rolling on Martin Luther King and stopped at the Colorado Boulevard light. No lie. I heard, what's that song? Give me that.
Damn!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what is that song? Give me that.
Give it to me.
Oh. Anyway, it's down south. I want to say UGK. But anyway, I turned to my left. White girl in her 20s. I was like, and I was behind her, and I was like, hold up. You know how you let
That
the
happened to me
gas off
today.
and roll up real quick? I was like, and she was just like,
If you don't turn that BTS on right now,
yeah, why is he rolling up on?
Yeah. Hey,
He was like, yeah, motherfucker. Then it turned it up on me like,
Turned it up.
yeah.
Like,
what
hey,
you
talking
doing?
about Jay. Hey, you slipping, Dad? What's your dad jeans on?
Yeah, with your Honda Pilot,
Yeah, with your
man.
Honda
I'm over here in my
man,
Forester getting it.
Yo, like how
That's
do you,
funny.
but how, isn't it crazy how like we like, dude, I'm just a dad.
Hey,
I'm a dad.
I'm a
That's
dad.
all the way.
I'm a dad.
I'm a dad, man.
I wear dad jeans.
Hey, I wear dad
shoes.
Crocs.
For real. Copper socks.
Hey, yo, at what point did
Yo,
you say
you got the copper ankle socks?
No.
Nah,
It's
but at
ankle
what
socks.
Nah, but here's a question though. At what age do you just say, well, fuck it, I'm just done with just trying to be cool. I'm done with trying to be cool. I'm just cool with being a dad. I'm cool with my daughter just looking at me like I'm just a dad. I'm not trying to be fine no more. I'm not trying to be in the in crowd.
I don't know, man.
What does that look like? At what age do you hit that?
Have you hit it?
Man, I don't think I hit it yet, man. What you said? What?
You
said
get
what?
that
Earl?
cramp out of nowhere in your leg?
No, I got cramps in my 20s, boy.
I did.
Yeah. Toe cramps? No. Leg cramps.
You ain't drinking enough water. That's your problem.
All right.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
So, you know, one of the things we talked about is amplifying. Do you mind if I just change just a little bit, Jay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just real quick. Are we good?
Yeah, we're good. As long as Erica and I'm sorry, young lady,
Aaliyah. Damn.
Aaliyah. Well, I didn't get a chance to meet
That's
her
twice.
because I had to do other
Okay.
things.
You're good. Aaliyah,
Yeah.
respect.
I'm sorry, Aaliyah. I won't forget this time.
So one of the things we talked about is like amplifying voices in Denver, and we talked about like black businesses that we support on a consistent basis.
Okay.
And we try to come up with a theme like, oh yeah, we're gonna call it this segment of our show, but like let's shout out.
This is the perfect time. I don't know what it's going to be called. We'll just call it
We're supporting black businesses in Denver.
Damo. Who's that? Local shout-outs. Local shout-outs. The Mile High Pulse. I don't know.
Whatever.
Damo had some kind of acronym that was long as fuck.
It was.
Like, I don't even know.
It didn't work.
It
So
didn't.
that's why I just said.
Well, let's shout
do
out
it,
some
though.
people.
I'm gonna shout out
The Urban
Lucid,
Spectrum.
the Urban Spectrum.
Sorry, Urban Leadership Foundation. Denver, Colorado will give a shout out to some. Who you want me to shout out specifically?
The Urban League.
Shout out to all the alumni from the Urban League Foundation.
Hey, and we know on the Urban League, there's some 30 under 30s, there's some 40 under 40s. We want to hear from y'all.
Yeah.
Like, hey, tag somebody who's dope from the Urban League, for real.
So let's shout out the people that are here. Erica Wright. I want to say you're the head coordinator for Mile High Festivals. Is that the right title? One of the organizers of Mile High Festivals, and is a major contributor for what's going to be going on at Juneteenth. Last Thursdays, we're going to be a part of that. Park Hill Golf Course. Check that out. And we're going to have, I think that's going to be going this whole summer, right? Last Thursdays. So May through August?
August.
Okay. So, but definitely May through July. So check that out. The last Thursdays. It's going to be a dope event.
Man, I have one. Lucid Love Beauty Company.
Shout out.
And that's my homegirl, a Shamisha. And it's like a self-care kind of company. They do a lot of body butter, bath bombs.
Okay.
You be using bath bombs?
Man, I like to pamper myself.
Stop,
No,
man.
I just
We
asked
don't
if you
do
use
that.
bath
I can't.
bombs.
Man, honestly, it's funny. I was
Anytime
talking
somebody says honestly, they're lying.
They are.
Yeah.
Hey,
He's pandering.
Yeah, he's pandering.
He's pandering. But shout out to them. Because he killed me for using a.
Hey, Hot Sauce like
a loofah.
Terramana.
I mean, I told Killer a
He
couple
killed me for
weeks.
using a loofah, and I was just like, man, they.
Yo, we
they
did
work.
kill. So
But then you talking about pedicures and body butter.
We're not going there yet.
all I'm saying is I talked to James a couple weeks ago about I was like, man, I haven't took a bath in 30 years, man.
Yeah.
literally.
Do y'all still take baths?
Like, does anybody in here take baths?
Well, I know the ladies.
Hey, my
take
tub ain't big
baths.
enough for me.
Where the
I got a
ladies
big
take
ass
baths?
tub.
The ladies take
The
baths,
lady takes
absolutely.
baths.
Hey, I'm buoyant.
You buoyant?
I'm buoyant.
Hell yeah, you boy.
You start floating.
Hell yeah, you
Hey,
boy.
I put that much water in, I'm floating, boy.
Hell yeah, you boy.
It start overrunning.
Yeah, they're like the water come out the tub. They're like, damn,
Tisha like, damn it, Damo.
damn.
Fucking leaking
Hey, we
downstairs.
get to splashing and the tub be all dry.
Yeah, man. Motherfucker.
Yo, like, why do ladies like the water? So, like when they be take a bath, like a shower with a
What's
with a
the
lady?
black business that you want to support?
I just said it.
So you done?
He did.
I just said it, but
He
here's
did.
my
Listen.
question. Here's my question.
What's your question?
Can we get a shout out too?
Yeah.
Fathers
Jason
Against
Delancey.
Madness.
Fathers Against Madness. When's the next event? June 11th around Father's Day, I imagine.
So, Jay, get on the mic and plug your org, dude.
Yeah.
So, Fathers Against Madness will be doing this event this year, June 11th, at the DSST and the Green Valley Ranch from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock at building number 2.
I giving away draws too. Y'all get away
Oh,
to the
my
use
God.
drop.
That was good. Hey, no, real talk.
No.
Hey,
Somebody come over there and get some
No,
drop.
we ain't giving no draws out.
Not
No
this year.
socks. No draws and
this year.
socks.
but you might.
It's hilarious.
If they need draws and stuff, that's funny, but not funny. But like real talk, hey Jay, you've been doing this for how many years? 4?
5 years.
5 years.
Nice.
Hey, the purpose is to build up fathers that may not have the resources from like to if you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, you show up good. And if you got suits and ties, whatever it is that you want to donate to help the organization,
Yes, sir. Please reach out. We're at
Fam,
fathersagainstmadness.com, or if you want to email, fathersagainstmadness@gmail.com.
Nice. Let me give
Yeah.
you a round of applause to everybody that's in the building. Where we at? There we go.
Thank you, sir.
Support black businesses.
Man, like I said, lucid love. Please go.
Did you hear what this dude said? Like, you be killing people's like slogans and
did I kill
saying-
your slogan?
No, you killed Dion's slogan because you were like, yeah, if you feel good. What was it? If
I didn't
you-
know Dion said that. I wasn't-
Yeah, if you feel good, you play good.
No, you feel
how's
good,
it
you
go?
look
Hold on.
good.
Hey,
If you
hey,
look
If you
good.
feel
hold on,
good,
hold
you
on.
look good. If you look good, you play good. If you play good, you
What is
Herman,
Courtney
they pay
doing?
good.
Man, it's Herman. It's Herman. You know Herman's calling us right now. What's up, Herman?
Is he at the door?
He's
'Cause last
live
time
on
he
this
said-
dot pod, man.
Is that what we doing
yeah.
after this?
If y'all still, if
Y'all
y'all
going
still
here after
live,
this?
man, y'all done fucked up.
So what you mean? What you talking about? I got because you on live right now.
Hey, if you live on the podcast, man, you way over. Y'all supposed to do like an hour, maybe hour and a half on the pod.
Why is Erica here and you not here?
Erica's here.
Because Erica wanted to come support y'all. Y'all tried to tell me I didn't support y'all yesterday, so fuck y'all.
No, I said I supported you.
No, we didn't say that.
Hey, that brother sound hostile
He
right
does.
now.
He does.
Outside.
Ask him what he's been. Ask him what he's been drinking.
Windows and shit. Y'all just let Erica in.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah. Because she's
show
better
love.
looking.
Yeah, she look way better than you.
Well, I hope so.
Hey, Mister, what you been drinking tonight, man?
Dude.
All right, tell Herman we
Tell her
gotta
to
go.
buy.
We gotta go.
All right, Herman.
Y'all
We're
still
finishing
out
up,
there for real?
man.
We're trying to wrap up, and Herman and Eric and them going to be down there for you with you for First Friday.
First Friday, Agave Shore Jazz Festival.
Got you. You work with Norman too? You work with Norman?
All right, let's roll it in. We got any
Cool.
other
Hey,
topics?
man.
That's about it.
Oh, that's it. That's
All
it.
right, y'all.
good.
Well, you never stumble upon the unexpected if you stick to the familiar. So go out there and support black businesses. And
Oh, get some of them good wings at Jenna Ray's, boy. That's a black business.
Raise. Where's that at?
Up the street. By me.